Hola! Welcome into the first episode of the Gringo y Latina podcast. My name is Billy, joined by my beautiful co-host, Anna.
Hey,
How we doing?
good. How are you?
I'm a little nervous. Are you a little nervous?
A little nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly. So for the listeners and the viewers, this is a podcast that we decided to start because we've been making some videos on TikTok, Instagram, and we thought we would also on YouTube. So we figured why not make a podcast, talk about relationships, interracial relationships, because I'm American.
I'm Mexican.
You're actually a dual citizen.
Yeah, I that's exactly.
So, and what we've noticed, would you say, is that we've noticed a lot of differences. I've never dated a Mexican before. So, like, this has been food,
Culture, friends, traditions, family, like
It's
it's
muy diferente.
yeah, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, very different. So we decided that we were going to start that. And so the first episode, what we're going to talk about today is we met on Hinge.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I know. I know. So kind of a little bit of a background because how we met was a bit different.
It was. Yeah.
Because we weren't in the same location.
Yes.
Yeah. So where were you?
I was in Phoenix.
Okay. And then I was in Pittsburgh.
But you had your location in Phoenix.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'm going to catch a bad rap for this. Okay, so listen. Like, I'm in Pittsburgh and I know that I'm moving to Phoenix, Scottsdale area, right? So I hadn't been on a date in like 5-6 months. We talk about, like, I had surgery in like an area where, you really you can't do a lot. You can't do a lot about chicka wow wow where the surgery where I had. So, like, after the surgery, I knew I was going to move to Phoenix. I was like, the month before I moved there, I was like, I'm just going to change my location on Hinge. So I never asked you this, but you obviously saw my profile.
I did, yes.
And you saw that did it show I was in Pittsburgh?
No, it actually showed that you were in Phoenix. However, like on your profile said, hey, like I'm moving in so and so months. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's give it a shot to see. Like, I didn't like at first, I didn't thought like anything about it, but I was like, okay, let's see.
Yeah. So yeah, because I was like, because I didn't want to date anyone back home, because if you go on a date back home and then I want to move to Phoenix and I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll stick around for this person because I was dead set on moving. So yeah, essentially we started talking like a month before I actually moved to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And then I always thought, I don't know, did this help at all? Because I was curious about this. So for those that don't, obviously for the listeners and for anyone that's watching right now, by the way, before I get into this part, if you're enjoying this at all, we're looking to do about one episode every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But if you want an episode a week, please let us know in the comments. If you're watching this on Spotify or listening on Spotify, make sure to review 5 stars if you enjoy it. But let us know in the comments on YouTube or on Spotify or wherever you find your podcast, Apple Music, if you're enjoying this and if you want more, because we're interested to hear from the interracial couples out there. Love to hear from where you're at and what's going on. But so I have a YouTube channel that's basically, I'm like a first grade teacher for sports betting. And I thought, like, hey, if I shared you my YouTube channel and you saw me, like, I figured like that would help you get to know me a little bit better. But did it at all?
Yes. But like, to be honest, when you first like told me like, yeah, I do like content and stuff, I was like, there's no
Yeah, like,
way.
what was your reaction? You're like,
I was like, what? At first I was a little bit skeptical, but I was like, just let me see what's this guy about.
Yeah.
Actually, it did help me getting to know your personality, even though like if it was like for content, like or whatever you were doing or what you were talking about, even though I didn't understand anything, but I was like, okay, let me see what's this about.
Yeah. No, I will say this. I have never told you this before. So, like, for a lot of people that are like on Hinge or like I was on Bumble as well. I don't know if you've been on Bumble before.
No.
Like, I don't like to just ask like hey, what's up? Or hey, how's your day going?
Yeah.
So I try to come up with like something that's like kind of unique and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And so for the fellas, I'd love to hear from you guys in terms of your online dating, like how it's went for you. but I try to ask like a unique kind of question.
Yeah.
And so like a standard one for me is like, if you can go anywhere in the world right now, ... like where would you go? I've actually had a couple women tell me like, can you come up with something better? And I'm like,
So that definitely didn't work.
yeah. So, but anyways, I asked you that because I like to just do something like a little bit original,
Yeah.
a little bit different.
Yeah.
But and I might sound a little mean on this one, and we're gonna get into more of our story. But like
Yeah.
for the girls out there, I understand that like when you meet someone for the first time, like a first date, like first dates in my opinion suck.
Yeah.
Because you're
Kind of
nervous.
awkward. Yes.
Yeah. But some girls I've read like on their profiles, they want like, hey, take me on an adventure, make it like spontaneous, make it fun. But I'm like, bro, like I've never met you before. Like if we don't hit it off chemistry wise, then like I spent all this time in planning. I don't know. I guess maybe because I'm closing into my late 30s. Like I just like, we're going to go get like a coffee. I want to talk to you first.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I agree on that one. Something that I learned from first dates is like, at least for me personally, don't go to get food or don't go to have dinner.
and
The
what
thing
what
is-
did we do on our first date? What did we do?
Yeah, we did. But
We got food.
exactly. But
and drinks.
did I eat that much? No, I didn't because I was
Yeah, but
nervous. I
whenever
was
we
like,
go out, you're always nervous about how much you eat. I don't know if this is a Latina thing. You eat like 5 chips and you're like, that's it. I'm full.
Exactly. So I don't know. It's just like,
So don't eat food, but we did get food. Because I mean, I've had a couple girls in the past that like, I mean, I'm too nice of a guy. I've dropped like $150, $200 on a first date.
oh wow, yeah.
And you were perfect. You were right in the lane that I was hoping for. So all right, so I go from Pittsburgh. We're talking for like a month.
Yeah.
And I remember I flew out and then I got a vehicle and I wasn't even moved to my place yet. As soon as I touched down the next day, we went on our first date.
Exactly.
And I was staying at a hotel in Old Town Scottsdale. And so we went out, shout out to the porch. But I remember when we met up, I was like, we've been texting each other so much. And you even were popping in my live streams on my YouTubes, on my live stream. And you were popping in the chat. So if anybody that watches me on my sports betting YouTube's watching this right now, you kind of probably have a good idea because there's only like 1 or 2 women that ever comment in the live stream.
Exactly.
But I remember saying to myself, like, I cannot go like 2 or 3 more days with you. And so like with just like texting, like I had to meet you.
Oh, okay. I get it.
So I want to ask you this. So I hadn't been on a date in like 6 months. I was dying to go on a date. So I had some other girls behind you lined up for dates.
Okay.
Did you have anybody else lined up?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But I don't know. It was something about like our first date that I was like, okay, I think I'm done. Because before like I even started talking to you, I went on a phase that like I need a break from this thing. Like I just can't.
We could do probably a whole episode on the online dating thing.
Exactly.
It's definitely like if you, like for me, like I'm all amped up, ready to go on a date. If that first date that you go on with someone is just like, just kind of lands flat, it's not like is what you were hoping for in your mind.
Exactly, yes.
Or it goes really bad. It's kind of like a roller coaster where it's like, it's like a cycle. Like you cycle on for like 2 or 3 dates and then I cycle off. Especially like for me, I remember back in the day, like, I dropped like $150 in the first date. After it over, I'm like, well, it was fine. But I'm like, Billy, like, what are you doing? Spending all this money on this date? Like, dude, you got to get off this.
Yeah.
And so, but we met up at the porch.
Yeah, we did.
Shout out to the porch if you're in Arcadia, Scottsdale. Great place to go. Love the place. Love the porch. And what were your first thoughts when I walked in the door?
I think it went all the way up to your eyes. I was like, whoa, this guy has really nice eyes. I'm not gonna lie.
So I mean, I remember when I walked in because you were early. You were first. No, you weren't first. I was first. Oh
you
shit,
were
I
first.
forgot.
Yeah.
I was first, and as soon as you walked in, now remind you, what I'm about to describe happens in about 5 to 10 seconds.
Okay.
And if you're a guy, like you know. But like I saw you, and the first thing I was like, first check was like, all right, she is who she says she is in her profile.
Yeah.
And then I went to like bow chicka wow wow mode in my head. If you know, you know, wink, wink, for like 5 seconds. Cause I was like, this girl's on her fitness.
Yeah.
And I was like, Oh, baby. And then after that 5 to 7 seconds, I brought it back in and I was like, all right, let's like focus on like talking to her and like getting to know her.
Yeah.
And like same with this podcast for our first episode.
Yeah.
On our first date, like I'm trying to make sure I don't do too much of the talking because I love to talk.
I know you do. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember I was getting ready to go on a date with you.
Yeah.
I remember my mom was visiting. And then I remember that I put on this by the way, you know this, but my favorite color is black. So I was almost ready to go, and my mom is like, "Why are you wearing?" And I was like, I mean, I like this. Like for me, it was perfect. Like I love black color. Like, okay, that's fine to me.
Yeah.
She's like, no, like just put on another shirt, man. Like you always wearing black and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, what do you want me to wear, mother? So she
Shout out Senora Guerrero.
Yeah. So she got me this little crop top with like blue and little flowers.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you know what? Why not? It's my mom at the end of the day, right? Moms are always right.
They're always right. Moms
Yeah.
are always right. And the funny thing is that because your mom was visiting, and because from where you grew up,
Yeah.
it's not like it's an hour or 2 hours away. It's at least like 10 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sonora. We love Sonoras.
Yeah.
Sonora people. Because your mom was visiting, the cool thing about this was it was like, not that I planned on it, but like if we were to get like really click on the first date and like,
Yeah.
wanted to do what the adults do, we couldn't because your mom was back at your place
Exactly.
waiting for you.
Yes.
So it's kind of like we were in high school a little bit because you're like, hey, I got to get back to like my mom.
Exactly. I mean, that's how Mexicans rock, like we always like, even though for me, it doesn't matter how old you are, but like, and at least in Mexican culture, it's like super important what your parents think.
Oh yeah.
Or what your parents say, or like even though you don't live with them anymore, but they're like, okay, you gotta do this and you gotta do that, or like, I don't know. I think it just hits differently. I don't know.
I agree.
So
yeah, your mom, and the interesting thing is that the next 2 dates, so our first 3 dates, your mom was still staying with you.
Yeah, because I mean, like when my mom comes, of course she's gonna stay like a month at least. I mean, come on. Everyone loves a really good Mexican homemade meal. So I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I remember that. And then I was really excited because when I started talking to you, I didn't realize this about Sonora. The first thing I learned is at least the north side of Sonora.
Yes.
You guys are really more into, in terms of sports, because sports, deportes is everything for me. You're more into baseball and then boxing.
Yes.
And I just thought like it was going to be all soccer, football, but it's not the case, at least in north in Sonora.
Exactly.
Hermosillo, Obregon, it's more baseball and boxing.
Yeah.
So that got me excited because I was like, because I need to grow, obviously, to know just a little bit about sports. You don't have to be like and so the fact that you were like a Dodgers fan, which we'll get into that later, maybe another episode. But yeah, the fact that I was like, all right, you like baseball. That's awesome. And then we talk about this a lot. I give you a lot of crap over this. But so fellas, like I've never been on a date with a Latina before. And so I'm like, all right, in my head, all I'm thinking about is, can she cook? Can she cook? Can she cook? She has to cook, right? Like she's Latina. She's from Mexico. Of course, her family properly taught her how to cook. So I remember asking you on the date, I was like, hey, so like, I was just trying to feel you out. I was like, so,
exactly.
Because I don't mind cooking a little bit. I got like, 2 recipes I know really well. I was like, hey, so like cooking, like I like to mix it up in the kitchen. I cook a little bit. Like, what about you? And I remember you telling me, I don't really cook much.
I didn't lie to you.
But you actually do know how to cook and cook really well. And you lied to me on the first date.
I was not going to give you all the info like on the first date, right?
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Ladies? Like, no, don't give it away.
Gotta be kidding me. So she actually knows how to cook very well. And now I understand because it's a secret weapon.
Yeah.
And if I look a little larger on camera, it's not my fault. It's all the Mexican food I've been consuming for the last year. But that's when you told me like you cooked a little bit, I was like, in my head, when you said that, I was like, dude, you literally found like the one Mexican girl that doesn't cook. Out of all of them, you found one of them. I was
Okay.
like just my luck. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's what you thought. Yes.
That's yeah, exactly. So, and I don't, to be honest, maybe I'll get in trouble. I mean, the first date was great. I just remember we talked for a long time. We got chips and salsa, which I now understand is everywhere we go. We always get chips and salsa.
That's correct.
But I don't remember what you ordered. We had 2 beers because normally for me on a first date, like 2 beers is like if we go past two, then we get into like maybe this is like a one night stand type of thing.
Yeah. I don't really remember. I think you order like also like chicken nachos or whatever it is.
Yeah. Wait a minute. How'd you say that?
Chicken nachos.
Nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got chicken nachos. Yeah, nacho. I got chicken nachos.
And I think again, it's like I was really nervous, so I didn't want to even eat, you know?
Yeah.
So I think I didn't order like anything else.
No, I mean makeup was on point, your hair was on point, like
Yeah.
everything was like you had put some time in the mirror beforehand, getting yourself ready for me, which was really really big. And then I kind of broke a rule, and I really want to hear from the listeners and the viewers on this one. So at the end of the date, right? End of the date goes well. I've had this rule for myself throughout my 20s where I don't kiss on the first date.
That's correct.
But I'm in my late 30s now. And you just, for anyone that's in their late 30s or 40s on the online apps, like you just ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time to be like just like playing games and messing around. So like I was like, all right, if it's going well, I'm gonna break my rule and I'm gonna go in for a kiss. And so when we were walking towards a parking lot, because I like to walk you to your car first.
Yeah, you did.
And then I went in and well, obviously we're now on the couch doing a podcast together, so it went pretty well.
Yeah, it did.
But do you have that rule as well? Like, is that a rule for you?
I do.
You don't kiss on first dates?
Exactly. And I think I broke it with you too.
So we broke a couple rules.
Yes.
We got food and drinks on the first date and we kissed on the first date.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm curious about this. I've never asked you this before. Because you've spent a lot of time in Mexico.
Yes.
You've been in the States for what? How many years?
Probably 8, already 9.
Okay. Down in Mexico, on the online dating apps, because we got all of them up here, obviously in America. Like, do you guys have Hinge or Bumble down there? Or like, what's the app?
we do. We do have like Tinder and I don't remember because I only like that Tinder there. It was kind of interesting. You see interesting.
So what's all the hombres posted up like on their pictures? They all got like the hats on with the shirts tucked in with the cowboy boots?
No.
Were they with the homies? Like
no, not at all. It's just like a regular picture, just like here in the US.
Yeah.
It's just like basically in Spanish.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. You know, I have my imagination runs wild.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But you got Tinder, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Yeah. Because I think now, I don't know, I haven't been on Tinder in years, but I feel like it's a lot of robots.
Yes.
Yeah. So like at least with Hinge and Bumble, you kind of know like what you're getting into.
To be honest, like I didn't even try Bumble. I don't know why.
Who recommended you Hinge? How do we get even on Hinge?
Okay, so when I moved here to Phoenix, I was like, okay, I need to like meet new people and stuff.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like even thinking about dating or anything, but I was like, one day I was talking with my best friend. He lives in Boston. So I was talking to him, and then he goes, so when are you gonna start like dating again? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, yeah, you've been like single quite a bit already, so what's going on? So I said, well, I'm good. I mean, I just like moved here to a new city. I was happy like to move closer to my family. So he was like, okay, so why you don't try like a dating app. And I was like, I'm not gonna try Tinder, just to let you know. And then he's like, well, I mean, like, uh, why you don't try Hinge? And I'm like, what's Hinge? And then he goes, well, it's a dating app, but like you can like actually meet like nice people. Like they're not about like just one night stand and stuff like that. You can actually meet like, who knows, the love of your life, or like a guy that you really want to date. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And like I said before, I went probably, not gonna lie, probably like 10 first dates. And I was like, I need a break. I need a break,
Wait a
man.
minute,
Like,
you went on like 10 first dates in like what, like
yes.
2 weeks or like?
No. There was like months, like probably like 4 months or so.
All right, so you spaced them out a bit.
Yeah. I was not going like on dates like every weekend.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, see, I'm the exact opposite. My
yeah.
problem is that I would be off it for a while, and then when I get back on it, I'd have like 4 lined up in a week.
No, no.
And then by like the second date, I'm like, I don't think I can make all 4 of these. Like,
Yeah.
this is not going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not going to be good for my bank account. It's not going to be like. It's just not good.
Yeah.
And then like the other problem is like for me is once I get past the first date,
Hmm.
like my rule was like I'll like play the field, but once I go on a second date with you and if I feel something,
Yeah.
then I shut it down. Everybody else just like that's it. And so I did that for you after the first date.
Really? You deleted the app too?
What are you talking about? Of course I did.
Oh, yeah.
So that's that's when that happened. And I was like, okay, we'll shut it down. But I just usually would go like too hard.
Hmm.
And then I'd like take like a month off and then I would go back in. But I would do the same thing. I would get so excited.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So I want to ask you because there's a saving grace that people don't know about your Hinge profile.
Okay.
That was like the only reason. There's one photo that's the only reason that we're dating. And you know what this photo is. So I might get a lot of controversy for this. But again, I want to hear in the comments about this. So I might sound like a sarcastic butthole here. But there's a couple like must-haves that I need to see in your profile pictures.
Okay.
I need to see your teeth. So I just need you to smile.
Okay.
I need to see your teeth. And I would like to see a full body picture. You can be in jeans and t-shirt.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to be in a bikini. Obviously, most guys would prefer it. But just I need to see a full body picture. Yeah. So if you don't smile at all, and I don't know, this is kind of your family too. I don't know if this is a Mexico thing or if this is a Guerrero family thing. No,
probably
nobody smiles in your photo. It's like 1906 with your family. Nobody smiles in your photos, but everybody has great teeth.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the no smiling thing?
I don't know, to be honest, like.
Because you're just like this.
No, probably that's what you thought, that I wasn't like having like a nice smile or anything.
Well,
right?
I just assume that like if you don't smile and you're like, because your profile picture is like your opportunity to showcase yourself.
Exactly.
So if you don't smile one time, I just assume you have no teeth. Because if you had them, you'd show them. Yeah. And I can understand. Listen, everybody's self-conscious about the way that they appear in their photos.
Exactly.
Nobody loves maybe, other than maybe a few people, like there's always something that I would like to change about my appearance. Mm-hmm. But like, I got to see you smile and then a full body. And luckily you had one photo. The smiling thing was a big deal because all your photos, you were like, basically how you look right now, you're like this. But there was one photo that you were standing next to a statue. Yeah. And I saw your full body and then I saw your smile and I had to zoom in a little bit, but I could see your teeth. And I was like, all right, like I can swipe right on this girl. Yeah. Because otherwise I'm taking assumptions. Like if you only show me photos from the head up, I just assume you don't have any arms or legs. Yeah. Because you would show me your arms or legs if you had them. Mm-hmm. And I might catch a lot of crap in the comments about it, but it's just like, this is your one chance to show me what you look like. Yeah. So show me what you got, little mama. I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. So that photo was your saving grace because the rest of the photos, you didn't smile at all. No, I didn't. No, I mean, it's not because like you said, like, yeah,
I don't like my smile or anything. It's just like I didn't feel like it. That's it.
Yeah.
Also, like let's talk about filtering when it comes to the app. Do you have
Okay.
filters?
I got a filter. I think you know about this one.
Yeah.
I saw this on Instagram, and honestly, I thought it was kind of genius.
Okay.
So apparently, if you want to mess up the algorithm, whether it's Bumble or Hinge, this is obviously for the fellas out there. And give us 5 stars on Spotify if you enjoy this tip. If you're a male.
Yeah.
So on Hinge, and this might not work anymore because this might be like a 2023 trick.
Okay.
When you go in your settings and you go to like, hey, the age range.
Mm-hmm.
If you just take your age range to like 80 years old and older,
80 years old and older, okay.
or maybe like 70 and older, it throws the algorithm for a loop. And apparently it's then supposed to show like the most attractive girls on Hinge, because Hinge does this thing where they're like, on a Sunday, you get like 1 rose that you can give somebody.
Yeah.
If you do the free version, which we're both on the free version. At least I am.
Okay.
I didn't pay the premium
I
version.
did.
Okay, never mind. Then you got unlimited likes. Wow, must be nice to be rich. So you throw the algorithm a loop by throwing that age range all the way up.
Yeah.
And then it just, because obviously there's very few women that are 80 years old or older on Hinge.
Okay.
So shout out to the grandmas and the abuelas that are on Hinge that are that age. But so then you just get like supposedly all the people that you're supposed to get, like that you would send a rose to, like those, like what Hinge thinks is like the cream of the crop, the elite looking women.
Yeah.
They go on your profile first as the free version. And that's how you can kind of get around that. It's a little
interesting.
Little workaround. So that's what I had set up. But, and then, with you, I was just really interested because, you're Latina. And that was like a new thing for me.
Okay.
I dated a lot of white girls before.
Yeah.
I hadn't dated too many Latinas, if any at all.
Okay.
And anyone that was Latina that I dated wasn't, they were born in America and they maybe had some grandparents, ancestors that were from maybe a Latin country.
Yeah.
But you were the first girl that I went on a date with that was like the real deal, like from the source.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that was my filtering thing. But my filters, I think I was looking for probably like 22 to 40.
22?
Yeah, I knew
crazy.
I knew I was going to get crap. But like, that's being real. I'm not going to be like, oh, I was looking for 30 to 40. No, I was looking for like 22 to like 40.
Okay.
And but what about you? What were your filters?
For me it was more about,
because you dated some older dudes.
Yeah. For me it was more about the height too. The height, and I didn't want like anybody less than 5'10". But when it comes to age, yeah, like I the minimum it was like probably 35 and
Okay.
up. Let's say to like 46, 47.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the idea is that as the males get older, we're supposed to have our shit together.
Exactly.
But that's not always the case.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But then you also were told by one of your brothers that you had to date a white guy.
Yeah.
What did he tell you?
So I remember this, and if he sees this, he'll probably remember too.
If he makes it this far in the episode.
Exactly, to the episode.
Shout out to everyone that's still making it through to the first episode.
So we were at my parents' house, and we were by the pool and stuff, and we were just like having a conversation. And then he asked me the same thing, like, "Hey, like, what's going on with you? Are you dating? Are you seeing anybody?" And I said, "No, well, I'm kind of thinking about it, like, just to like start meeting new people." And he looked at me and he said, "Well, as long as it's not Latin."
Because we both are on our second tour.
Exactly.
In terms of we both
yeah,
were
it's
married
not our
once
first rodeo. Yes.
We both were married once.
And he said, like, "No Latino, please." And I was like, "What's wrong with that?" I was like, "Okay, yeah, let's go for a white guy this time." And I was like, okay. So
well, you got him.
Yeah, that's kind of got into my mind actually, because like, like having like brothers is just like something else, especially when they're like older than you. They are really protective. So
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Well, shout out to that. So that's basically how we met, guys. Our first episode here and how we met on Hinge. I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comments. For any interracial couples, please let us know if you're willing to share where you're from, how it's been going. And we're gonna end the episode. I want to end it on this question. Do this in the comments as well. Tell us one thing that you love about your partner and one thing that drives you nuts about your partner. So let's get the easy one out of the way, Amor. What's the one thing that you love about?
How caring you are.
I
Like,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I mean, you love hard.
yeah,
Something I've learned about Latinas, or just maybe especially you in general. I'm sure this goes for a lot of Latinas.
yeah.
Like you love very hard.
That's how we do
And
it.
I love it.
Yes.
It's not like is like, is she kind of into me? Is she not into me? Like, I know, like you're all in. So I
Yeah.
love that. So then on the flip side, what's one thing that drives you nuts about me? Or I drive you nuts about?
Sometimes when you don't have the patience with me, um, you are like super when it comes to let's do something, you're really like planative and stuff. And sometimes I can like, hey, I can take long time to get ready and stuff. So it's like
I try. Yeah, I mean, I can understand
you're
that.
you're doing a little better, yeah.
I try to balance the get ready part because I appreciate a woman that takes their time and get ready.
Yeah.
But sometimes the way you get ready is like every weekend's a wedding. Like we're not going to a wedding.
I know, but we are girls. That's how we do it.
So it's like, hey, we're gonna go hit the pool today at like 3:00, and then like if I gave you enough time, you would be ready at 6:30, and like the pool would be over.
Yeah.
For me, I would say it's your patience. You
Yeah.
have no paciencia, no patience at all.
No, I don't.
And I just need like a little bit from you sometimes. And
Okay.
you work on it, you do a good job with it, but like a lot of times there's just no patience, man. And I get it, like cell phones nowadays, technologies, like
Yeah.
everyone has less patience.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah, a lot less.
yeah.
So, guys, that's our first episode of Gringo y Latina. We're going to be coming back to you 2 weeks from now with another episode. But again, let us know in the comments if you would like an episode a week. But we're very excited. You can find us out on YouTube. If you found this really helpful, if you not helpful, but if you enjoyed it, make sure that you subscribe, like it. Go check us out on TikTok, Gringo y Latina. We're on YouTube Shorts. We do Instagram, Facebook, Gringo y Latina. You can check out a lot of our short form videos that we've made over there. Again, it's similar to this, but how do you feel the first episode went for you?
It is good. It is good. I will definitely cannot wait to read some of the stories that
you read every comment basically.
I do. Yeah. I do.
I don't read any of them.
What other couples struggle with being with a white guy or being with a Latina or how does that even work? Because I mean, I'm a newbie on this one. So
oh yeah, we're both newbies.
Yeah.
But that's what we're gonna be coming at you guys. More episodes just talking about food, family, friends, culture, relationships.
Yeah.
And how it's completely different with an interracial relationship. It's a pretty wild experience. A lot of fun, but there's definitely some curveballs with it.
Yeah.
So we'll be coming back to you guys in 2 weeks. For the listeners out there, appreciate you listening. Find us on Spotify, Apple Music. And for those that are watching, appreciate you all watching. But we'll catch you next time. Adios.
Until next time. Adios.
Adios.